iPhone. Today, Apple is going to reinvent the phone.
What if I told you the difference between success and failure isn't money, luck, or talent? It's about how you handle rejection, setbacks, and pain. Now, we've all been there. Maybe you're trying to start a business, maybe you're trying to start your own YouTube channel, or maybe you're just trying to go about your day. Then, bam, something happens. And just then, right there, you feel overwhelmed. You feel like, what's the point? Like, why? Why is it always me? But let me tell you something. Failure isn't actually the enemy, because most of the time, the moment you know how to go about it and you know how to handle that type of rejection, or to know how to handle that type of suspense that you have just gone through, it will actually be your biggest weapon. And today I'm actually going to tell you about three successful people who have taken failure onto their own account and became successful by not giving up. And I don't know why this camera is just moving around all about. Anyway, I'm just taking the car for a car wash, then I'll talk to you when you get there. Okay, let's start with Elon Musk. In 2008, he was on the verge of losing everything. SpaceX had failed his first three rocket launches. Tesla was on the brink of bankruptcy. But instead of giving up, he used each failure to refine his process. And on the fourth space launch, SpaceX succeeded. And today, we can all see that it's actually revolutionizing. And that word is hard. What have I learned from that is that he saw it as a feedback. Instead of seeing the failure as an enemy or of any sort of way that this is the end of what I wanted, this is the end of my dreams, or this is the end of the big idea of what I wanted to envision. He saw it as a feedback. He tried the first time, failed. Second time, failed. Third time, failed. Tesla going down. And he saw it like, okay, this didn't work. So let me figure out what didn't work so I can make it work. And here we are, SpaceX, revolutionizing space travel. Tesla, one of the biggest companies out there.
When you had that third failure in a row, did you think, I need to pack this in?
Never.
Why not?
I don't ever give up.
Then there's J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter. The reason why each of us scream. So did you know that her manuscript was actually rejected by 12 different publishers? Even one of the publishers said, don't quit your job, like, hey, you have no hope here. But she didn't stop. She believed in the story and kept going. And eventually, Bloomsbury took a chance on her. And well, the rest is history. Avada Kedavra to everyone. The takeaway of this is that rejection is not always the end. It's part of the process. It's part of the process of being ahead. Each and every time you'll face challenges. Maybe let's say it's an interview. Maybe let's say you're trying to sell your product. Maybe let's say you're trying to sell yourself sell your services to someone, then you get rejected. That's not the end. Just keep on going, keep on trying, and eventually you'll find someone who's actually suited for you, and that's when it will open up. With that in mind, always keep your vision at heart and keep your vision in mind. And then there's Steve Jobs. You know him as the man behind Apple, but did you know that he was actually fired from his own company in 1985? Shocker, right? But Jobs himself said that getting fired from Apple was actually one of the best things that ever happened to him. Why? Because it forced him to start over. He founded the Pixar animation studio, the animation studio which gave us bountiful, amazing animation. For example, Toy Story. Then eventually he came back to Apple and built the iPhone, products like the iPhone, the MacBook Pros, whichever. Now what I took from this is that sometimes failure clears the path for something greater. It's not actually the dead end, it's more of a detour, if I may say. And now with all that said, the main points that I actually want you to take home is that failure is a feedback, Rejection isn't actually personal, and resilience wins. And I hope that made sense, bro. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up button. If you feel like, hey, this video is actually nice and I can share it to someone else, please share. And if you feel like, hey, I want to hear more from this guy, subscribe. There's still more videos coming out. Peace.